Welcome to Tetris Tuesdays at 10. Coming in hot. Honestly, almost canceled this week. I had trouble finding the game. My setup is all taken up with filming a new series with my daughter. You probably can guess which one. That'll come out within a month or so, I'd say. So almost just said, forget it. And then didn't. This is what I do to myself. I almost quit things so that it's a mad dash at the end to get them going at all. Also using OBS this time around. I've been having a lot of fun with Meld Studio, but it still doesn't have that system audio capture that I need for some reason. So I had to reset up everything in OBS. Using my iPhone as the main here, so that's why I look a little red. For some reason, the shift on that color might be a Blackmagic camera thing, because that's the app that I'm using for the video feed. So something makes me a little red, or I'm red, and I'm just now finding out. So before we get to the game, though, let's take a little trip. This has become in going through the list, in fact, here, let's revisit the list again here. There are just some that are not playable anymore. And I'm noticing, okay, some of these, not all my highlights are there. Let's try refreshing. There we go. And I forget for which episode, but we took a little trip through the Tetris graveyard. And I feel like that was therapeutic for me, you know, coming across Tetrises that just haven't been preserved, aren't playable. It's sad, right? So I wanted to take, now that we've entered 2007, another mini trip through the Tetris graveyard of 2007, starting with Tetris World Tour, which is not the only Tetris of that name. Somewhere it was like, don't confuse this with the other Tetris World Tour. I just can't remember which or when or why. So that's the level of thoroughness that we're dealing with here on my part. But this one was for yet another gaming television platform, apparently called TAG, T-A-G, which I think stood for something. And all I could find, unfortunately, which this is kind of the interesting part around this era, is that it's not too far removed from where we're at now. Honestly, you know, before it was like, if it was a web Tetris, I was kind of out of luck because the pages were dead. That still happens to some extent, but we're entering the territory of, like, these existed in a fairly normal online world. You know, we're into the 360, Xbox 360 era, so online gaming has become, well, it's getting pushed like crazy at this point, but it's definitely solidified more than it was in like the, you know, original Xbox era or something like that. So I would imagine that's also why some of these services started to die out. I found the Facebook page for Tag Games on TV, the last update being in 2017, where Tag Games on TV is feeling sad. Sorry folks, Tag has been permanently taken down. So they had more than a few games, you can see here, although Tetris doesn't appear to be surfaced anywhere on here that I could find. So maybe I didn't go back far enough, but nope, maybe it doesn't go back far enough. 2009, maybe they weren't big Facebookers. Who amongst us hasn't committed that sin? But that's where they went. This next example is more disturbing. So you remember when we did whatever they're calling it, Arcade Legends, Play Legends? I've got the stinking thing. Here we go. Remember this? So this has the unfortunate, maybe, it's still hard to say this might be the worst Tetris I've ever played still. So I'm sorry, but the control scheme as unique and kind of, I mean, it's maybe part of the reason I bought the things, because I was like, oh, this will be weird and fun and dumb. And it was. So I guess I got what I paid for. The game, though, it's a bad Tetris. It had issues that made it bad. So that's why this hurts all the more. This thing called, oh, and I'm going to need this in my ear before we get an echo here. On the list, 2007. Oh, and by the way, these are the ones in blue. Those are more Tetris mobile games that I'll never get to play unless I find a Japanese mobile phone in some instances with the game already on it and then can figure out how to play it. But this one, Tetris, no, that's the one we're playing. Mina no Tetris up here is another, you can see, like, in fact, maybe I can actually click through, yeah. So, product with bespoke Tetris controllers, plug and play. They're little T-pieces. Number one, I feel like that form factor is way better than this thing. This was a Japanese-only release. That's why I say I think the States kind of got shafted on this plug and play thing. It's also not by, no shade, to Radica, but they didn't appear to be the ones that developed this one. But check out the game. If I can play, oh, there we go. Okay, I don't think we need the title screens here. It's already more pleasant to look at. Skip ahead to some gameplay. This is like the kid mode. Oh wow, he's T-spinning the kid mode even. Look at this guy. No wonder. This is a more grown-up mode, it seems. But I dig the look. We've got frickin' Ode to Joy going. We got shafted with our plug-and-play Tetris over here in the States. And yes, I looked up how much this is. It would be $70 to get it shipped to my door, which is a bit much, but maybe someday. I think it's something of a collector's item. Anyway, disappointing. Japan really got the plug and play that the world deserved in that one. So anyway, this week, so there's a little hop and a skip through the Tetris graveyard. Tetris Zone was almost part of that graveyard. I couldn't find it. There was a Mac client, but every time I went to like a download screen, it would just link to a web page that was like, sorry, this doesn't exist anymore. So I'm like, was this a Flash version? Like there was even a page that was like, this isn't an official Tetris game, but it's as close as you're gonna get. But it's developed by Blue Planet. So either the history behind it being developed outside and then acquired by Blue Planet, which was something they did, is also lost to time, or that web page was just completely off the mark, which is probably my vote, because everything about this screams BPS, which at this point would be full-on Blue Planet software instead of Bulletproof software, kind of the friendlier version, but also even just actually, okay, let's get to it, and I'll show you the title screen, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm emulating this by way of Parallels, which is emulating Windows, because the Mac version, no matter what I did, I couldn't get it to go. I even tried it on my trusty G4 PowerBook, but it was either too new or something. The Apple Silicon Macs have foregone Rosetta at this point, so there might have been a way to get Rosetta back so that it would run this Intel app, but that became more of a headache than getting it up and running here on my Windows emulated PC. So what you do is you click on Tetris _off. And look at that. That is the most BPS logo. And if you've seen interviews with Hank, it seems to be his style. Like, I don't know if he was the graphic designer or how much he oversaw that, but that seems like something he himself designed. So, anywho, I would bet anything this was developed from the ground up, or I guess reskinned very expertly by BPS themselves. Either way, they're the developer of record on the wiki, so I'm going to stick with it. If you boot that _off one, which I think we might be dealing with the offline version of the app is what that was, you just can enter in whatever you want and whatever you want. And if you see a login successful, have fun. You can have fun. Apparently this is the full version. So I do have it connected, game mapped to my controller here because I'm not that crazy anymore. It's what I would have done. I try to recreate the experience I would have had in the time, you know, so we're in 2007. I would have done everything I could. In fact, I have a gamepad that I used from 2007 still that I would have tried to hook up and see, but this is close enough. So, and comfortable enough. It's back on the arrows for this particular app, which is not great for my laptop anyway. I've got the thin, like, Apple arrows. Anyway, we've got 4 modes: Marathon, Challenge, Sprint, Master, which should be fun. It looks like it's already at 20G, yet it still has 20 levels to it. So, yes, we'll probably try that. We've got different songs, and so far I've only heard their version of Korobuniki here, and it is fantastic. Spoiler already. But yeah, and then you can mess with the keys if you want. It's just that it wouldn't map to my gamepad unless the gamepad mapper is running on my Mac layer, so it's still, there's some amount of translation. I don't know how much lag or maybe latency I'm going to run into here, but I'm going to find out. So, you know what? Give me a second. Since I'm using my phone, I didn't get the notification that I actually am live, and I'm paranoid. Okay, it says I'm live. I'm going to believe in my heart that I'm live. Probably should have been recording this just in case. Oh, good thing I checked this. So the window booted in a different location. How embarrassing. Let me see if I can fix. Why would it do that? Maybe I can just move the window. Yes, move the window exactly to where the crop was. That's not going to happen. So let's, bear with me. Sorry. Filters. This is, again, if this were Meld Studio, which I'm having a grand old time with, this would be less of an issue. Top might still be okay, the top crop. The right crop is not, the left crop is not. Let's go. Here we go. And the bottom crop is bad. I could just resize this on the fly, but that has given me all sorts of problems in the past. So look at this special behind the scenes look at what it takes to Frankenstein your way through Tetris Zone nowadays. Okay. Bottom is not looking too bad. Might have lost some resolution here in the process. And right. It's all part of the experience, folks. Okay. Scoot that over a bit. And call it good. Now, if everything else works, we'll be in business. Yeah, I must have booted up in a different location on the screen. Okay. Tetris Zone Marathon for starters. Like sounds coming through. Will I be able to move the pieces? Nope. Let me check my gamepad mapper. Oh, it's not activated, probably because the controller died. Hey-oh! And I haven't gone that far into this at all. Controls seem nice and snappy though. So I don't have much to report as far beyond the music. Uh-oh. Oh no! Do I want to turn on sticky keys? Sticky keys lets you use the Shift, Control, Alt, or Windows logo keys by pressing one key at a time. I don't even want to wonder what that is. So, that's weird. Okay, hold on. So it's the shift to hold worked, but the shift to release my hold did not. Oh, now it's not letting me. No, I don't. There's the hold. Interesting. Stand by. Let me add another. Keyboard shift. Well, you know what? This is going to be, I might just have to shouldn't matter which shift key, right? Soft drop is working. Single. Yeah, not letting me. Okay. What if I just hit shift? Yeah, if I press the button. Weird. Doesn't let me hold. Something off with the mapping. So I guess I'll just have to plan on. That's going to be great.
Tetris level up.
plan on when things get hairy. I mean, this is a guideline game, right? So maybe I can just infinite spin my way to victory once again. Oh, there, now it worked. I wonder if there's a limit.
Tetris.
Marathon, standard variable goal marathon mode. Clear 15 levels to complete the stage. Does not want to give me that piece back. It works when I hit the actual shift key, so it's not a limitation of the game. It's definitely a limitation of the mapper. It's going to get real impossible once... Oh, already misdropped. Oh. Oh, no. Maybe it is a limitation of the game. It's only letting me hold. Let me get the piece back that time. Music's good though, right? Come on. That's good Tetris music. Uh-oh. One might... Gotta be joking. Okay, well. My counterclockwise rotate button has stopped working. Well, that's what I meant by Frankenstein, folks. Hey, let me get the... Oh, jeez. Okay, so I should just be playing this on the keyboard like a normal human being. You came to Tetris Tuesdays to see a normal human being. You were doing it wrong anyway. Oh boy, that one felt like it over rotated. Save. It's a bummer because I actually dig the game. Like, I think this is a pretty cool looking, good sounding. I would imagine if it feels as snappy as it does with my Frankenstein setup, that it probably feels pretty good just normally too. So it's good Tetris. I wish I could that one was on me, guys. Thought that was a different piece than it was for some reason. Well, the pause button works. Why in the world? Oh. Huh. I think it's because... So I do need to remap the keys. Alright. I've got a fix for it. It's not right now, but we'll see where this game goes. I have a feeling it'll be over soon anyways. It's because okay, I guess that'll unpause it also. It's because the keys are mapped to like control. Yep, it's receiving different inputs. It's mapped to like system level things. So it wants to do multiple things at once. Again, not the piece I thought it was. I'm not sure what's like. What am I looking at when I do that?
T-spin.
T-spin. Gonna rotate one direction only. Shouldn't be too hard for me, right? That was some sort of spin, wasn't it? I wasn't even sure I could do that. Not sure why they would make the control button function. Why would they use that button at all in the game? I guess maybe it's less of an issue for Windows. Although it's not, because they really want me to turn on something called sticky keys. Ooh! It's the first time we're hearing the guitar, isn't it? Yes, level up again. Again, not the piece I thought it was. What am I looking at? I'm not looking at the actual next. I should look up who did the actual music, since I'm so... Like, I might download this soundtrack. Tetris. Also glad this worked out. Seriously thought I wasn't going to be able to play this one. So I guess maybe I wouldn't have known what I was missing, but again, just by the logo alone, I was like, this seems like a very BPS Tetris that I should be checking out. Should have done that the other way.
Tetris.
Yep. What level am I on? 9. Okay, so not really. It's probably gonna start getting hairy here with the next one. Or this one, if I really mess it up. And I was just getting the hang of rotating both directions. I have been doing it more often. I can be taught. I don't know that I'm to the point where it's paying off in any way. Also doing better with the T-spins. Did I just Sonic drop that? Is that Sonic? No way. Hold on. No. Yeah, I don't know what I was seeing. Felt like I dropped it in and then rotated it for a second. Oh no, that's not where I wanted to go with that. Shy in the chat. Music's good, right? And the guitar didn't show up for like halfway through the game. And this part actually sounds new too. You gotta love a Tetris song that does not repeat. We've got to the sitar part of our song. I think I'm just not looking at the right next piece, which might be the downside to multiple nexts. Ah, dang it. Tried to hold it. I do not have a hold. Shoot. Ah, I got my hold out. I have to hit the physical shift button for now for that. There are still some issues with how I have the game set up, which I think I can fix most of them next game. I just didn't want to stop in the middle. Hey, let me do it. Oh, the level looks like the line requirement is not just 10 lines either, so you could go over there if you wanted. Nope, not feeling it. That one was not going to let me do it. Oh, that one let me rotate the other way. Yeah, 60 to get to the next. Maybe it's one of those ones where it gives you bonus line clears too. Hey, let me get that piece. Not the piece I thought it was. I thought it was the line. Yeah, I'm just one down on the next. Nope, didn't let me get my hold out for that one. Didn't let me rotate the other way for that one. Shy in the chat. Recently played Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 again, which I'm actually somewhat excited about because I love the first. And, well, the Tetris in the first. And never played the second. So that'll be a brand new play for me when we get to it. Your next comment, though, still boring as ever. I take to mean that you did participate in the Puyo Puyo of that game. Not really infinite with the spin. Or is the Tetris in Puyo Puyo Tetris boring? That would be very sad. What? Get over. Oh, no, no, not like that. I wish I could get my hold out. Oh, it let me do it. That was quite useful. I'm not going to get that over in time, though. Why are you not? You suck. This has quite the roof on it. Ah, I rotated too many times. Yeah. Yes, but the Tetris portion is also boring. Oof. They're both boring. Come to think of it, TGM is also quite boring. Like the first one? Or you just blanket statement TGM is boring? It's got TGM 3 is your favorite, I thought. But unlike Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, TGM is boring at breakneck speeds. Ah, gotcha. Well, we've got a breakneck speed mode here. Oh, I need to remap. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these off of... Left arrow works fine. Right arrow works fine. I'm going to put the hold button on whatever, H. And rotate left on J. Hard drop appeared to be working fine. Soft drop was fine. Okay, yes. And then I will remap. So that my hold button is H. And my rotate left button is J. Which I think is it, right? Yeah, save. All right, that should help. You do like fast-paced games, Shy. Tell you what, this one's for you, since I've spent so long dinking around in this thing already. I mean, challenge and sprint mode. None of these modes are like anything terribly new. Be nice. It's a good feeling Tetris game, so I still play them. But this isn't going to take long anyways. So, Master Mode. This game has instant drop tetraminos, so think fast. 20 levels, as if I will need them. Fixed goal marathon mode with 20G gravity throughout. The player must clear 200 lines to complete the stage. ARE lock delay and line clear delay decreases per level. Oh, right, yes. You're better at the wiki than I am. I've been totally skipping that. There's also something in here called BPR file hacking. In the PC version, inside the RSRC GFX and RSRC TPF directory, you'll see many BPR lines. These files are encrypted in very simple format. Following Simple C source code encrypts these files. So usually that's not in the wiki, so that's fun. Also, generally speaking, IRS and IHS, I'm trying to think of, gosh dang it, initial rotation system. You can hold the rotate button during spawn to get a different, which is probably what I would be using for master mode if I was that good. IHS, hold piece, introduces, oh, actually, yeah, why? Let me put hold on a different button too, see if that fixes the issue. Keys. Oh, I did put it. I put it on H. Good job, me. I know what I'm doing. Okay, master mode. Please tell me there's IRS in this game. It appears there is, yeah. It says they're available in the wiki. I don't know what available means. Like, I have to do something, or they're just there. It seems like a weird way to put it. ARE, spawn delay, is present in all modes except sprint. I guess there's no spawn delay, which I guess would help with sprinting. T-spin triples are classified as normal triple line clears instead. Again, not that you're going to see those, but yeah, what is watch? Should I try it? Do you want to see me get demolished first, or do we want to watch something first? It might not even work. Sometimes you click on these buttons and they don't go anywhere. They go to a web page that's out of order. Here goes. We're going to watch. Watch game. Download and watch the personal best game for all time. Oh, wow. So there's still... Either this is a saved file, or there's a server up and running for this somewhere still? This must be just on it. Well, no, because it had a... This guy definitely knows what he's doing. Is this from 2008? Is that where? Does it say that somewhere? Am I missing it? Oh yeah, there we go. 2/12/2008. Oh, so the game, I mean, the game was out for almost a year. Actually, no, that would have been a year fully. Yeah, this came out February 22nd. So yeah, this game was out for almost a year when this happened. And his name is Brad, by the way. You know, you already saw that. You beat me to it, Shy. Brad. That's a 2008 name, if ever I heard one. I don't have any control, like I can't fast forward or anything. He's already on level 5. Ooh. Wow. Brad's good. Brad is good.
Tetris. Salty spin.
I'm gonna test the. Because what does it do if you choose the personal or daily? There was like another option that seemed like it was more of a live option, which is again, games from this era starting to take advantage of that. You know, putting live in the title. Kind of surprising this wasn't called Tetris Live. I was gonna say if it had come out on the Xbox Arcade, it would have been, but there actually was an Xbox Arcade Tetris that I'm going to play. Maybe next week even, so. Guitar Hero Live, aged like milk, yeah. And that definitely came at the end of naming games live, I would say. I heard people liked it, like when it came out. I feel like it got some semi-positive reviews. I didn't take the dive with that one. There he goes. Go, Brad. But also, if he's doing this on like a mouse and keyboard, or just a keyboard, that is so far beyond. I know, Shy, you're in that realm too, but I cannot do any significant Tetris gaming on a keyboard. It was fun going through all those old PC Tetrises and using a keyboard for them, but I don't think that's where you will see my best. Oh shoot! Wait. So this is I'm an idiot. Okay. For some reason I wasn't thinking this is master mode. So great. I'm gonna show you. I showed you what the pros do first, and then you can see me play master mode. 6 lines to goal. He's infinite rotating a little bit here. Great job, Brad. Rock Band looked better, not gonna lie. Oh man. Oh, did he miss drop? I missed it too. They see me rolling. Huh. Okay, still watch. Today, right? This should like error out because there is no today anymore. No. Don't tell me this isn't live. Did this actually? No, see, this was also recorded on 2/12/2008. Oh, okay. Is that when the servers for this shut down? Was this really only a going concern for a year? That kind of seems like a bummer. Official game for Mac OS X. Windows version also available. In 2014, the official website was merged with Tetris.com. Huh. Wait, this is Brad again. Is Brad just the Master Tetris guy? Dang it, Brad. Personal. You have not yet played this game mode. Okay. Let's set a personal best for master mode here. You ready? Hopefully my new key mappings work. And that matters. Nope, they don't. Nothing's working. What did I do? Did we get disconnected again? Oh, my gamepad mapper app quit for some reason. Oh, I might have done that on accident. I might have X'd out instead of hit it. Okay, that one didn't count. Actually, wait, let's watch it back. Yeah, here's my personal best. Now you're working. Okay, Doesn't count. Okay. Here we go. The real thing. There we go. Okay, the hold's working. Oh, not much of... Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. And the hold's working. Okay, so that's good. And I can rotate both ways. Yeah, might as well put that there. I don't think that's gonna make it. I can hold it though. Ah, gotta get used to things working now. So the lock delay is generous enough that this isn't like the worst thing in the world. That's why I haven't died yet, but stay tuned. Sorry, Brad. Uh-oh. I'm not going to activate Windows right now. Pause. Jeez. Resume. Oh boy, that didn't help. That didn't help. Hey, there it is. Saving room for it. Nope. Oh, shoot. Ah, dang it. Oh, shoot. Oh, why did I put that there? No, I guess it kind of worked out. I'm coming for you, Brad! Oh, no, okay, well. T-spin, really? Didn't feel like it. Boo. Yeah, shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. No, I was trying. Yeah, I think the lock delay definitely starts to shorten there towards the end. Anyway, that's kind of an interesting master mode, actually. I was expecting to be dead immediately, so. Huh. They must have done something wrong. I wonder. I'm curious. I'm not going to do it because it probably screwed me up, but I wonder if I quit out and started again, if it would have that play saved still. All right. Kind of bummed that I didn't get through challenge. See how many points you can get to in 10 minutes. Clear each level goal within 2 minutes to advance levels. Let's give sprint. I'm not concerned with score necessarily. I'm curious with sprint. I kind of want to play marathon again now with the better controls to actually get to the end of 15. Let's give sprint a shot. Got my eye on the wrong next piece still. And I did that. No, I'm gonna restart that one. Boy. I do not have the sprint mindset. Oh boy. Nope, rotated too much. What am I doing? Two lines left, so I really shouldn't spend any time dinking around here, but I am. Misdrop. Under 2 minutes. I think on, what am I playing? There's a spoiler for a few years down the road, Tetris Ultimate, which is, I think you can see the bottom of that poster on the wall. It's the one I got Alexi to sign. I'm not concerned with score. Is that why your Wonder Swan color stream lasted so long? Congrats. Is that the one? Did I get all caught up on score? I feel like that's the one where I got caught up on the 40 line mode too, because they had bonus lines for clears, which this one obviously did not. Yes, that was the one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, for some reason, it's the time limit thing seems more attractive to me for whatever reason. I don't know. That goes all the way back though. I remember like score attack games on the NES, me just being like, I think it's because I could never compete. Like once I heard, and the internet broke that fully. Like what's a score? I can go on the internet and see like exponentially higher scores on every single thing. Actually, that's not true. You know what I am? I might still be number 2 in the world on, because the way the leaderboards worked, it was like first come, first serve. I think I'm number 2 on, I can't remember which song, but on Beatles Rock Band, I got the high score early enough in that game's life cycle, which Beatles songs are kind of easy to play, that I was only like the second person to ever have done it, because I called in sick. When that game came out, I called in sick. I don't think it had midnight drop, but I called in sick, so I was playing it pretty early on. Took the day off of work, that whole deal. So For that one thing, score matters. Okay. You know what? I got nothing planned. I didn't eat breakfast, but that just means I'm hungry. Let's play a real game of marathon here now that my buttons work. And then we'll call it a day on this thing. Oh, also, let's change. Shoot. What am I doing here? Korobaniki's pretty dang good. Let's see how zigzag sounds. Actually, you know what? Let's do another sprint with zigzag, and then we'll do the final with Kalinkamara? Kalinka. Mara. Just so we get the full breadth of the game here. Or I guess I could do challenge mode. No, because that's like 10 minutes no matter what I do. Yeah, we're just going to sprint again. Seems cool early on. I really gotta look up who did the music for this. Oh, didn't need to rotate that way. Yeah, this has Hank Rogers written all over it, in my opinion. He's got a real island vibe about him. Two more Tetrises to go. Oh, that's not a good... Okay, well, I don't really need it. Save that. Drop that. Drop that. That was only 14 seconds faster. Felt like I was cooking on that one finally. Kalinkamara. I'm still gonna go with the first track on that one, although maybe if it lasted longer, because the other one had several different kind of movements to it or whatever. But let's see how Kalinkamara goes. Chill. I can save it. Tetris. Okay, there might be a delay on the key mapping a little bit. That's what I'm going to say anyways. It's good. I'm still digging it. I think I might still dig the first track a little better, but the classic. Okay, that's unfortunate. This is a nice tune, right? Yeah. Chill, man. I would way be into this Tetris if it was like I had a bad day or something. I just needed to kick back and relax. Again, maybe I just play the music, honestly, because I really could see this exist now. Oh, there I did it. Almost did it again. I'm like one ahead on the next piece, which I guess I should be proud of myself for looking at the next piece at all, but keep getting tripped up thinking I'm getting a piece that I'm not. Okay, let's build. Fireworks going off? Here we go. The lasers have arrived. Or Snoop Dogg, maybe. Oh boy, this isn't gonna look pretty for a few here. Ryan, how many T-spin setups did you kill so far? Do not keep count. Do not keep track of that number for me. I may say I'm getting better. I'm still not good. I wish I could, like, even just watching that replay of Brad, like, it was obvious, and you too, for that matter, obviously. You know, like, you know way more T-spin setups than I do, even. Like, it takes a minute for me to be like, oh, I could, that's like somewhere I could put a T-spin. Like, there are somewhere I obviously don't even know. It doesn't occur to me, so. In fact, there are dailies for doing T-spins on Tetris 99, and I routinely sit there and like trying to set them up on purpose is embarrassing for me, so that I'm doing them at all sometimes is a miracle. Drop. It's the one and only DOGG. Yep. T-spin setups are easy to make. Just find a spot where you can put a T-piece in. Fair enough. You got me there. Just block off one part of the top. Yeah, that is honestly what I'm beginning to key in on. Did not want to put that there, but worth it. When it does work, obviously that's the thing where I'm like, oh, okay. Who knows? I might get there someday. Again, the fact I've come as far as I have. What episode did you come in on, or what Tetris game did you come in on, Shy? You were here pretty early on, but you would have seen how even worse I was at the beginning. Trust me. Oh, this is different too. Chimes? Dude, this is an all-timer soundtrack. Just for the technicality of it alone that they have included. I'm rotating both ways a whole lot more often, I'll tell you that much. Mostly just the T-piece, honestly, but counts. Totally forgot when I showed up. Yeah, that's how it goes. We've been doing this forever. That'd be fun to go back, because I mean, early on, obviously, there were some growing pains with the series, but there's more ways, and I think better ways to play a lot of the older games now, even just since I started. Like the very first, 1987 Tetris, whatever it was, for the Electronica. Like, that's pretty darn perfectly emulated. It's a different engine. Emulation is probably the wrong terminology for it. Recreated, I guess, in Tetris Forever. It's fun to do the original hardware thing because it's got all the beeps and boops and stuff like that, but it's actually very playable in Tetris Forever. Oh no, not that. Jerk. I don't know if that's any better. Well, it's got real ugly real fast. Ah, shoot. Oh, come on. Kind of was hoping that was going to do more. Oh, music stopped. I don't think I had even really keyed in on the rotation sounds. Why did the music stop though? Oh, there we go. I gotta clean this up before I level up or it's gonna be real bad. Here we go. Just in time. Yeah, let's put it right here. for running this through an emulator with a key mapper. Feels pretty good now, actually, that I got the buttons right. Or workable. Nope, that wasn't the right one.
Tetris.
Who knows, Shine in the chat, maybe I just appeared out of thin air to berate you over your inexperience. Like, it doesn't feel like berating. It feels true. I'm secure enough in my Tetris skill. And like I said, I feel all right about improving as much as I have from... It's a weird place to be, I get it. Because I'm like a normal person on the street, I can beat him at Tetris pretty easily. I can beat maybe even most people I know. And like I said, on Tetris 99, I'm regularly pulling in top 10s. So maybe I'm in the 10th percentile to some extent, because that community is still going. Hello, young child. I've come to torment you over your skill issue. That's a kind way of putting it. I remember I was looking for a TGM video to watch and just stumbled upon your stream and decided to check it out. I keep bullying you for being bad at Tetris, but I gotta admit that you are actually better than a lot of people out there. Okay, yeah, so. Hell, you even did a perfect clear and destroyed me. That's true. That was fun. Did not see that coming, right? That might have been... yeah, that's the only perfect clear I've done on stream. Might be darn near the only one I've done in real life. Yeah, what's the next one we're playing, actually? Didn't you say that Fightcade had another Tetris on tap there? Did I already skip by it? I should be more diligent about that. Oh, this is, again, going to pot very quickly. If only I knew how to do more things with the pieces. Level up.
Tetris.
I mean, if this just goes into master mode towards level 15, I feel like I'm going to be in good shape. I stayed alive long enough on master mode, right? The lasers are back. And I don't mind it. Oh, kind of waited too long on that one. Rolling in my 6-4. What am I on? 13? Okay. Oh, here we go. Aha, and I messed it up. Well, you know. It's the thought. rotated that T the other way like nobody's business. See what I'm talking about? There, did it again. Tell your friends. Oh, see? Had my eye on the green piece. That was not my next piece. I feel like I've heard this part of the song yet. It's amazing how long away it goes to just having songs that don't repeat. But they're also good songs, like I said. I will say it again. Nope, not there. There, thank you. There we go. Nice and clean. Ish. Just in time. Yeah, it's not gonna let me put that over there. Oh, good thing I did that. Boy, this is just... How will I miss drop next? That's how. Yeah, it could have been worse. It will be worse. Okay. Oh, dang it. I have my eye on the other piece again. That didn't seem like a T-spin, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I should be given credit for that. It's like a T-rotate. We're on 15. Hitting the home stretch. Nope, doesn't want to go over there. There we go. Got the right piece out, put it in the wrong spot. Might have done it again. Two lines to go. One line to go. Excellent, she says. Combo 60, line per minute 19. TPM, Tetris per minute? Why don't I know that one as well? Shine in the chat. Fight Cade has a lot of Tetris games. Oh, for some reason I only saw those. I feel like there was one in another I only saw. but I'm not really looking forward to playing them. Those type of Tetris games. I see now. Maybe I might get Tetris Effect connected and we can play that. Dude, again, spoiler alert, but Tetris Effect is probably up there. It is an outstanding Tetris. It's no TGM, but it does. In fact, it's more of a tone Tetris really, but I think the effect mechanic is not called effect. Actually, no, I think it might be called zone. The zone mechanic, speaking of which, we're playing Tetris Zone, is pretty smart and fun, like the way they do it. And you can build it up so you can get like dodecahedritices or whatever they're called. Or play Puyo Puyo Tetris 1 and 2. Do they have a multiplayer? Yeah, because I need to, in fact, I need to re-get Puyo Puyo 1. I think I sold that when I was done with it. And 2, I guess, for that matter. By the time we get to TGM 4, it will get an online versus update. The hell is TPM? Yeah, Tetris is per minute, I'm thinking, maybe. It's called Zone. Yeah, it is called Zone. Impossibletris. Is that it? I don't think I've got one of those. Is that like when you max it out? I don't think I've hit that yet. Puyo Puyo Tetris was the competitive standard Tetris game back in the day, as far as I know. Wow, really? Huh. I thought, when I played that, I was like, wasn't expecting the Tetris part of it to be as good as it was. So that actually makes a lot of sense. I could see that. But then again, I'm not really into the competitive side of Tetris. Yeah, same. But that's a solid... I remember thinking it was a surprisingly solid Tetris for I thought was only going to be like half. I guess it is still only half of the game, but didn't seem like that would have been a mode that somebody went real hard on. But it was, yeah. So, spoiler alert for all sorts of things that are to come for Tetris Tuesdays. In fact, I can spoil a few more for you. Like I mentioned, in fact, yeah, maybe this is actually next. That would be a good reason to tell you about it now. I've got a Tetris buy list now at this point. I really would like to own this one at some point. Again, the one I talked about earlier. Don't ask me why. I think the game actually looked pretty cool. Yeah, see this one. We just did Tetris Zone. Oh, there's one more for the graveyard that we can talk about next week. Actually, yeah, because I haven't looked into actually playing that. But yeah, if that one really does belong in the graveyard, we are going to play Tetris Splash next week, which is the one that came out for the Xbox Live Arcade on the 360, which this is what I mean about, like, this is my time. Oh, in fact, yeah, so this is, sorry, Shy in the chat. So I'm not really a viable source of information on competitive Tetris. Yeah, same. I'm 90% sure that I'm wrong. That does look cool. Yeah, oh yeah, I already closed it. But if you look at the gameplay for it too, it's like, why did we get the one that we did? It just makes me angrier at the worst Tetris I've ever played. Tetris Splash, though, is my time. So kind of in conjunction with that, like I've got a game-centered part of the channel. The series that I do is called A Game in the Life, and it's kind of like, it's not like I haven't stopped doing it. It's just that it hasn't been a priority necessarily, and it takes some time. I have like these year-end reviews that I do that seem like fun and quick ideas and are not. But the one I want to do, the episode of that show that I want to do actually, is where I just talk about like games like that I've like how they've intersected, like when I started playing, going all the way back to the Nintendo Entertainment System, like how I got involved in them, when I stopped playing them, why I started playing them again, etc., stuff like that. So it would be a fun kind of lead up to this era of Tetris Tuesdays, because these are games that I own and played like in real time. So there's going to be some memories popping up rather than just me telling you about what I learned about reading Wikipedia throughout the week. But Tetris Splash is one that I downloaded, played, and have my Xbox 360 that I had it on, that I keep all of those arcade games on because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to re-download them at some point, which I think hasn't happened yet. Like, Live for the 360 has been shut down, but I think you can still re-download your purchases to some extent. And if they're backwards compatible, obviously you're good to go. But I've got the original download still on my Xbox over there because I've got all those arcade games, thankfully, I think, because they were restricted to like 50 megs at some point, I want to say. And then that went up to like 200 megs. And now it's just, the line between downloadable and not, there's no live arcade anymore. Everything's downloadable and it's all, there's no distinction necessarily. So yeah, that'll be interesting and fun to go back and open up that time capsule, literally, is what it is. So that'll be next week, unless I figure out Tetris Online Japan is the name of it, which I can't imagine it being online and Japanese. If this has been preserved, it will surprise me a little bit. But that'll be next week. Oh, and what else was I going to tell you? I also re-got my copy of Tetris Evolution for the 360, which was another one I played. Re-got a copy. This is not my copy. I sold my copy because that's what I did back in the day. Couldn't afford to buy games and keep them. Had to resell them for money. So that's coming up probably the week after Splash. Yep. There's one. I actually put a bid on another one that we'll talk about, like on eBay, another handheld that looked kind of interesting, but he didn't like my lowball offer. So I'll tell that story later. And that'll be it for 2007. So there, I gave you an overview of 2007. Also, we'll skip back. I ordered my copy finally of the new Tetris, the N64 Tetris that I never played because I was waiting on my Analog 3D. I have my Analog 3D. It's still in the box. I'll do an unboxing video on that, and then it will be ready to do the Tetris episode on it. But I ordered that cart off eBay finally, and it's on the way. So I think it might be the most expensive Tetris game I've bought yet. Even like that Famicom Tetris back there was like the first one I kind of imported, and it was like $20, I think, because there was so many of them though. So not the case with N64 Tetris, it appears. So lots of fun things coming up. Thanks, Shai. Good to see you. Hear from you, I guess I should say. Thanks for hanging out to everybody that did and does, and we'll see you next week.